Yo, people, what you telling me back again for another Red Talk? Lewis in the back, he'll just be jumping in a second, bruv. What you man telling me? Hey, big up the chat, man. Hey, big up Saeed for the raid as well. I just seen that. I just seen Saeed raided, man. Big up. Yeah, man, we're gonna get into it, bro. You know what I mean? What you telling me, fam?
I'm blessed, family. What are you saying? You good first and foremost, yeah? Everything good?
I'm good. I'm good, my brother. Can't complain. Can't complain at all, bruv. Everything's good, man. Big up the chat. You know what I'm saying? This comment here, I've been telling you, man, about Jason Wilcox. You know, he's the only brother at this club that I actually trust, bruv. The only brother. The only one, fam. Man saying that Premier League proven is the key this summer. Premier League proven has been the key from the very, very beginning. And this is where we've got it wrong. This is where we've got it wrong this whole time, bro. Like, this is the way we used to recruit under Sir Alex Ferguson. The most successful period, in the club's recent history, in the period that I grew up on, it was Premier League proven. That's what it was, bro. Like, and the ones that weren't Premier League proven, actually, they flopped most of the time. If we're being 100%, do you know what I'm saying? Like, most of the time, when we went outside of the Prem and got players, it didn't work, bro.
A lot of them struggled. It didn't. Yeah, there's exceptions to the rule, but yeah, like a lot of them, they were more likely. Like if you did a Fergie 11 of players bought from within the Premier League, and you did a Fergie 11 of players bought outside of the Premier League, yeah, it'd be a good game. That's what I'd say. It'd be close. Like, but yeah, we've seen us do this. City did
bro,
it,
for every, because you know what it is, what people need to realize is, Cristiano Ronaldo was an anomaly. You know what I'm saying? We bought Nani and Anderson, for a combined of about 35 million, I remember at the time. Both of these guys were supposed to get to the high levels. Yeah, Anderson never got to the levels because of the injury, even though I think Anderson was an immense talent. And Nani on his day was unreal, bro, but he never kicked on to the level that we thought he was going to kick on. He didn't. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, where did Nani go after Manchester United?
Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? The epitome of the on his day player, Nani, because he was.
But this is what I'm trying to say. So,
go on.
And they were the best of our foreign buys when we think about it, like the young foreign buys. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, because we had a lot of Bellions and Jembas and flipping brother. Remember that, brother? Alex Butner. Like, all of these brothers that we bought that was scrubs, bro. You know, we bought Mama Diouf, we bought that Dong Fang Zhu, the Chinese brother. Every time we tried to do these exotic signings, they died, bro. Do you know what I mean? We never used Shinji Kagawa well. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones for every one of these foreign players that actually worked out, like the Vidiches and the Evras. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? And Vidic, Evra, and even Gabriel Ense as well. When they first came in, they didn't start well. None of them did. None of them started well. Right. So it's one of them ones where if you want to bring in a player that hits the ground running, you're better off doing it in the Prem. Like, even Chicharito Hernandez ended up being a very good signing. The Silva twins, never hit the heights we thought they were going to hit. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they didn't. So we have to look at it. Park Ji-sung, a lot of you lot ain't old enough to remember. We bought him as a winger and he was shit. So then we turned him into a midfielder. He was rubbish out wide. He was a winger when we bought him from PSV, sorry.
It's not his game.
He was a winger. And then he couldn't get past no one because he had no pace in the Prem. It wasn't working. And Ferguson said, hold on, this guy's got a mad engine. We're going to play him centrally and get something out of him. But he was rubbish on the wing. Do you know what I'm saying? So, like, a lot of these, man didn't even know he was a winger. He was a winger and he was trash.
He was a winger, people. Because even in some
trash.
Because then even Fergie used him, when he used him as a winger, it was to stop the opposition fullbacks.
Telling you.
A lot of the time.
I'm telling you. He was trash.
To stop the right back or the left back. Like, he was Darren Fletcher, man. He was Darren Fletcher.
Bro, this is what I'm saying. We bought him as a winger and he was dying, bruv, on the wing. And we said, yo, put him in the middle to the shutdown man. Man mark their number 6. Yeah, that's what we did with him. Like, a lot of the players we brought in, from outside of the league, they weren't good, bro. Like, they weren't. Like, I reckon our success rate was probably about 20% when we brought in the players from outside the Premier League. Like, for every one Ruud van Nistelrooy, there was a bag of man that didn't work out.
Because I'm trying to think who outside of the Premier League, you have to really go back to like the 90s and the early 2000s for players who hit the ground running. like a Yapstam, like a Ronnie Young, for example.
That's why.
Yeah, and like Van Nistelrooy you mentioned because he was, but yeah, for every player, that's why I'm with the Premier League proven
And
type
bro,
thing.
Cantona, one of our greatest ever players, was from within the Premier League, even though he was foreign. And so many. Varane didn't work out. Do you know what I'm saying? Henrik Mkhitaryan was player of the season in the Bundesliga, and he came to Man United, and it didn't work out.
Yeah. He died. He really did. He did.
This is what I'm trying to say. We had Radamel Falcao, who's one of the most lethal finishers of his generation. Didn't work out. Yes, it was injuries and stuff, but it still didn't work out. Do you know what I'm saying? We have to keep it a buck. Most of the time when we get players from outside of the league, it don't work out, bro. Yes, we can say shit scouting. We can say that, but also, it just didn't work out. Diego Forlan, bro, he had his moments, but he went to the
La Liga and balled out.
And top scored La Liga when he left us.
He balled out. I say this all the time. Look at his numbers. Look at Forlan, because I was having this discussion recently. Go look at Forlan's numbers, people, out after he left us. Yes. And people don't understand, even though it is terrible scouting, which it is as well, that ties into it. You limit the risk when you buy from within because they've already been successful in the same place you've been successful. This is basic. If you run a company and you're recruiting people for your company, why not get people who are in the same league or perform? You know what I'm saying? In the
facts about Tevez as well. Tevez already
Tevez
was at West Ham and showed that he could acclimatize to the Premier League before we brought him in. 100% spot on. 100% spot on. I didn't even think of that. You know what I'm saying? Memphis Depay, I believe it was too early for him. Do you know what I'm saying? So I don't really put Memphis in that. But you're right. He came in and it didn't work out. But I believe he was just too young. I think if Memphis came in 3 or 4 years later, without the pressure of the number 7 and having to fill a certain void, I think he would have been fine.
And that ties in as well to if we get him later, he might be a little bit more experienced and a little bit more seasoned, which then does help having played more. Like people just overestimate that because it's not just on the pitch, people. It's off the pitch. People understand that you have to, when you move to a whole new country to play football, it's not just I'm just playing football for a new team in a new league. You gotta adapt to new country, whole new language, whole new lifestyle.
And especially if you're coming without your family, which some of these players do have to do initially. Do you know what I'm saying? Before, because they like to get things settled before their family move over. So a lot of the time they're coming to a new country, learning a new language, they're living without their family, and it doesn't work out. So it's a big risk, man.
Facts. And also when you get Premier League proven players as well, when you do go and then buy from the outside of the Premier League, it helps. Because players who have been successful here, who have played well, I mean, players who have been outside the Premier League come here and played well, talk about how they was helped. English players talk about it. How the senior players who were here and successful actually helped them settle in and help their performances as well. So again, I'm with it. And people, the best of the rest. We're not
100%. And this thing about Brighton, all their players don't work out. You don't support Brighton, you support Arsenal, my brother. Do you know what I'm saying? When Brighton sign a player and it doesn't work out, we don't know because they get sold or they're on the bench, and we just never hear of them because we don't watch Brighton every week. We don't. Do you know what I mean? No, not all of nobody's players work out. Nobody. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is the reality.
And respectfully, even though Brighton are a better team than us, being a success in Brighton and being a success at Manchester United are worlds apart, by the way. If Brighton sign a striker and he gets 10 league goals, and he performs to a moderate level, that's deemed a success. If we sign Sesko and he comes in and he scores 10 goals and only performs to a moderate level, he'll be deemed a flop because he's at Manchester United. The levels are way, way, way clear. Come on, man. We know about expectation because players that have been bought from Brighton all ain't necessarily been a success elsewhere when they've moved on. Not all of them. Some of them, Caicedo.
Yeah, but the mad thing is, bruv, Cucurella was Premier League proven, and even when he went to Chelsea, it took him a season.
It did.
Look at Trossard.
Look at Trossard at Arsenal. Trossard all of a sudden hasn't fallen off a cliff. Trossard is Trossard. Because
bruv, to be honest, his what he's done at Arsenal has been underwhelming, considering what he was doing at Brighton. But been underwhelming.
And the thing is, if he would have performed, but that goes to show the level of expectation. Because if he had performed like he had at Arsenal at Brighton,
we're talking more about it.
People want to look at it. People just Trossard at Brighton. Level of expectation. Because his performances with Arsenal, the expectation, the bar's higher, people. So you have to take that into consideration.
Yep. You know what I mean? And this is what it is. So I think that we have to be completely honest and look at recruitment. And yes, we do have to pay a premium, but who cares, bro? You know what
If
I'm
the player
saying?
works out, I'm
Because
not fussed.
I'll rather pay a little bit more for a sure thing, yeah, than to pay a lot more for a gamble. Because that's what this Benjamin Sesko thing is.
Mm.
The Benjamin
No,
Sesko thing is a gamble. We are not in the position where we should be gambling with anything, bro.
not in the slightest should we be gambling with anything. Nowhere near should we.
Brother, if
Nowhere
Sesko had
where it should.
scored, yeah, 36 goals in the Bundesliga, I'd still be looking at him sideways. But
I would
13,
still be, but I'd be more understanding because I go, at least you know where the back of the net is. If he had got
exactly.
25 league goals this last season and 22 the season before, I'd go, all right,
Yes.
I don't think you're the best, but at least you have the goal scoring record to back it up, because I'm not even against the Sesko signing. I just think it's extremely underwhelming. To
No,
go
I'm
from
against it.
Bremo to Cunha to get
I
him,
am
it's
110% against it because I think it's poor. Because one, he's gonna cost a lot of money, and two, he's
the
done
price point
nothing
is
in
a
the game.
sticking
I
point for
don't
me.
think we can afford to gamble, bro, because
Go on.
we gambled with 70 odd million Rasmus and it hasn't worked out. We can't afford to have another Rasmus Hoyland on our hands where we spend big money on a young player, it doesn't work out, and there's no resale.
No, I hear you on that. That's why my biggest sticking point with Sesko is the price point. They're talking on 69, 70 million. If he was 40, I'd hear it. Because I think with Bremo
Yeah,
and
well,
Cunha,
yes,
I think he does
yes.
well. That's where my issue lies. Because that's why I call it, because I don't think he's a bad player.
But if
I
he
think
was
he's
40,
better,
I'd buy him and someone else, bruv. But the point is,
Mhm.
I don't want just a Sesko. I'll take a Sesko and a
Yeah.
Watkins, but I'm not taking a Sesko on his own because I don't believe that Sesko, yeah,
Well,
is good enough to start at Man United if we sign him. Because if we sign him right now as our 9, I'd rather see Cunha there. That's how I feel. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? Cunha, Xerxes, and MBEUMO are all better than him in the 9. So I don't want to see him play, bruv. Like, that.
And
I
this
just
where
don't
my
want it.
issue lies is when it comes to, we are 50 people. We've coming off a diabolical season. We need certified stars. That's why I call it underwhelming. We need players who, when I say certified star, he plays in the first 11 and we think he performs. Look, we need all the other players have to be like Bremo and Cunha. Like we are, yeah, they start, they're gonna perform. And
Brother,
that's
if
why I
we
think
start that front three, yeah, against any team in this league, they have to take us seriously. They have to. That's a serious front three. That's one of the best front threes in the league, bruv, in terms of their output in the last two to 3 seasons in the Premier League, bro. That's a lot of goals. That's a lot of threat. That's a lot of respect. It doesn't matter what fans say, yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? All that matters, yeah, is it matters about the respect from their peers. Do you know
because
what I'm saying?
you can't play a high line against them. If
Yeah.
you try to dominate the ball and play a high line against those three, like it's curtain, someone's getting moved to. And that's why I think the 9 is so important, because with Bremo and Cunha, you have the chance to have a top 3, top 4 trio in regards to attack. That's why the 9 is so important. That's why I go and get Watkins. Go and buy the best of the rest in the Premier League. Not your Mount, not Jackson's. Go get Watkins. Same way we got Bremo. Same way we got Cunha. Like, go and continue in that vein. That's why I think the Watkins, and the saying Watkins is, we're looking at, it was the Laurie Whitbar Athletic saying it was between 40 to 45 million. Cool. Go get him for that. That's the right price. If he was 60 to 70, I'd be like, nah. Unless we're going to sell Garnacho to them in a separate deal, and then that knocks the price off. You're spending 60 and then you sell them Garnacho for 30. You've essentially bought him for 30 million plus Garnacho. But let's get the deal done. That's where I'm at with it.
100%. And this is what it is. So man have to do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? This man talking about this, bruv. This bro's chatting shit anyway, bruv. You know the ones. I think I see man in my comments before. You're a moron. He's probably German or something, because man's getting butthurt about the Bundesliga, brother. Vincent Kompany's a coach now, bro. Man's talking about the Vincent Kompany signing. He's a fucking coach now. KDB's semi-retired. Gundogan's semi-retired. Sané's got no hamstrings left. Erling is the only player that we're talking about here.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? So what the fuck are we talking about?
And again, people, I can't believe we have to like clarify this. We're not saying you can't buy successful players outside of the Premier League.
Bruv, nobody said that though.
Nobody
said that though. This guy's a moron. Do you know what I'm saying? You're a moron, bro. Like that. This is the reality, because a lot of the Premier League players are foreign players. Do you know what I'm saying? A lot of them are foreign players, but guess what? you need to fucking get your feet wet somewhere else, mate. Do you know what I'm saying? Because we are not in a position now where we can afford to spend 70 odd million on a player, yeah, and it doesn't work out. We don't have the luxury of doing that. City have the luxury of doing that. City have the luxury of spending 60 million on a scrub like Doku, bruv. And if it doesn't work out,
it's cool.
That's fine, because they've still got a spine. We are not in the position to be able to do that. So we have to look at sure things. So we buy players from the Premier League, bro. So I don't know. This bro thinks he's defending Germany. I couldn't give a fuck. You know them ones. All the players you mentioned, yeah, are fucking retired pretty much. Do you know what I mean? That was a long time ago. In recent times, even an English player like Jadon Sancho came from Germany to England, yeah, and it hasn't worked out for him. He don't look like the same player that was in Germany for Man United or Chelsea. And he was born here. So there's a clear distinction between the level and the style of play in Germany to here. Do you know what I mean? Like, I have eyes that work. If you can only score 13 goals in the fucking Bundesliga, I'm not really taking you serious, because Sancho was pissing all over that league. All over it.
Yeah, like that's
since Sancho's left the Bundesliga, there's not many players that have made the Bundesliga look so easy, bro. Like, what players have dominated the Bundesliga the way Sancho dominated it? He dominated it, bro. He was putting up stupid, as a kid as well, by the way. He was dominating that as a teenager. Putting up 30 GA, like, in the Bundesliga, as a kid. Do you know what I'm saying? Who's the last superstar? Like Ekitike and that, yeah, now it's gone for fucking however much money, yeah.
Money, man. He went for a big money.
Sancho was doing way worse madness than what Ekitike was doing there. Way worse madness. Do you know what I'm saying? So it's one of them ones where you have to fucking look at it, bro. You have to look at it that there's clearly a distinction. I'm not saying that players can't leave the Bundesliga and do well in England. But what I'm saying is, just because they do well there, there's no fucking guarantee they're going to do well here.
It limits the risk, because people, of course, there's Bundesliga players, La Liga players, players from Portugal who have gone elsewhere. But even Manchester City, they started with the Prem proven thing. When you look at City, the start of their reign, they went for the best of the rest inside the Prem. Then you add in the Haalands, the Sanes, the KDBs, the Gundigans, etc., etc. But there's multiple players there.
Mamouche is an absolute shooter, my brother.
Shout out Mamouche. And yeah, Mamouche is, again, people, we're not saying don't buy from within it. But is anyone here saying that Sesko is better than Mamouche?
Shooter, my bro. You know what I'm saying? He's an absolute shooter.
Exactly. Is anyone here saying Mamouche is better than, that Sesko's better than Mamouche?
Yeah, but didn't Mamouche outscore Sesko anyway, and he left the fucking league halfway through it?
I think he did, Joe.
I'm pretty sure he did. And he fucked off in January and still outscored him. So, like, what are we talking about? I'm saying we're not in a position to take the risk. A man is saying, but it doesn't mean it can't happen. Shut up, bro. Man didn't say that.
Yeah, of course. That's what it is, because people like it's a blanket statement. And I legit said there's players who have been successful from outside, but because of the situation we're in, people. So when you're building,
we got fucking build like this from fucking Mexico when he done well. That doesn't mean we should sign players from Mexico.
Yeah.
Does it mean that?
Ollie came from Norway. We shouldn't go sign players from the Norwegian league.
Do you know what I fucking mean?
I think Ollie and Ronnie Johnson both came from there, to be honest.
Do you know what I fucking mean? Do you know what I mean? They did. They both did.
Yeah, they both came.
Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah. And fucking, where was Henningberg from? He might have been from there as well. Or he might have been Danish. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I think, was he? I'll tell you now. He's Norwegian. Yeah, he was Norwegian.
He's Norwegian as well. That's what I'm saying, brother.
We should just go to the Norwegian league. Clearly, we're missing something.
Let's not go back there. You know them ones, because this is what I'm trying to say. But that doesn't mean.
Henningberg was at Blackburn. I didn't know that still.
Yeah.
You bought him from Blackburn?
Okay. But yeah, he's Norwegian.
Yeah, he's Norwegian. Yeah, he's Norwegian. Yeah.
So yeah, the point is, just because man got a few players that it worked out for, that don't mean that's why we should set up an academy there.
Yeah, that's right.
Do you get what I'm saying? You shouldn't set up a fucking academy there now. That this is the point I'm trying to make.
Set up an academy, I'm not gonna lie, and be scouting heavy as Clairefontaine, man. The way these are producing players is crazy. That's the only place where Clairefontaine is. We should be across the road with our own academy set up and chatting to them, look. Because the way,
Ollie recommended Josh King. Josh King was at Man United because of Ollie. He was at Man United. He was in our academy, bro.
Yeah, he was an academy player.
A long time ago. because Ollie recommended him time ago. Yeah, I think Ollie might even have still been at the club when Josh King came in. Do you know what I'm saying? So Josh King was at Man United and then he tried to bring him back. So yeah, it's just one of them things where just because it doesn't work, just because it works for a player, that doesn't mean that we should be doing these things. We shouldn't be doing these things. Premier League proven has always been the way. When teams are building, this is what they do, bro. This is what they do, bro. And this is the reality of it, When you look at, like you said, Manchester City, when Manchester City were building, they paid a premium to get Premier League proven. They got their Delphs, they got their Barrys, they got their Lescotts. Do you know what I mean? They got all these guys, the Bartons of this world, all these guys. They went and got Scott Sinclair. They went and got the youth from Sunderland, the light-skinned youth. It didn't work out. Rodwell. They done the Benjanis. Yeah, they done the Benjanis. They done all that, bro. They stayed in the Prem. They had Darius Vassell and them, man. Like, they stayed in the Prem, Craig Bellamy, and they went and they paid the Prem premium for Prem players to build. They literally used Arsenal as a feeder club and took half of their team as well. The Nasris, the Sanyas, the Clichy, the Adebayos. You have to understand, that is how you build a solid foundation. And then after that,
you add the extra.
That is, yes. Do you know what I mean? That's when you start adding things to that, like your Edin Dzekos and so on and so forth. But before that, you got to build a foundation. Stephen Ireland as well. Some good players. So with that in mind, Manchester United, if they want to build a solid foundation, they need to go the Prem proven route. It's the quickest and the most efficient way to do so. Yes, they did even have Kolo Touré, 100%.
Yeah, Kolo Touré as well.
And this is the point.
Hey, shout out my guy Steve, man. Big up Strasbourg.
Come on, bro. You know what I mean? So we should be doing that. We should absolutely be doing that. And I think it's the right call from Jason Wilcox. I think that
last comment, someone told me we're going to be undefeated in our first 10 games,
Nah, that's crazy, man.
Massey's convinced, Joe. We going undefeated. We winning 7 out of 10. Was it 24 points? I think 24 points out of 30.
Hey, let's take one day at a time, innit? Let's relax. Do you know what I'm saying? Let's relax.
He told me, man, we got this, yo.
Yeah.
That's where the comment comes from.
We need to relax. Do you know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, big up my bro as well, man. Another vlog dropping tomorrow as well, guys.
Vlogs fire as well, fam, man. I've been watching, man.
Another one dropping tomorrow. Sparring vlogs dropping tomorrow with a couple of the amateurs, and then I got an interview as well. Like a boxing, I got a fight talk show. The man's gonna be talking with Fez Batista about the upcoming fight, so that's gonna be scheduled for after the vlog prem. So I'll see you guys there tomorrow evening for that. And we signed Watkins for Cunha. Hold on. Watkins. What's that? Cunha, Watkins, and MBEUMO frontline with Xerxes and Kobe fighting for one of the front positions. Yeah, bro. It's a great situation to be in.
Wait till they sign a midfielder and a goalkeeper, my guy, man. You know what I'm saying?
This is what I'm saying, bro. Think about it this way, yeah? Think about it this way. If we get Wilcox, Cunha, and MBEUMO, then we end up getting Douglas Luiz, and a goalkeeper. We've been linked with Donnarumma now. Do you know what I mean? If Donnarumma happens,
Humland is he called as well? We got linked to him today also.
We got linked with Hillman, but I don't think there's anything in the Hillman thing. I think that if we can get Douglas Luiz on loan, which is a possibility, if you got to show that if we get him, that's a possibility, and we get a goalkeeper. I think it's a very good window, bro, because Dorgu's looking real good in pre-season, you know.
Because the thing is, Dorgu, two things. One, has the actual attributes to play as a wing back. And then secondly, you ain't got Garnacho out there getting in his way. As a wing back, again, when we're talking about building, it's just go byline to byline and be an outlet. Get the ball, pass it inside, maybe cross. He has the physical attributes is there. He adds some much needed pace, strength, power, and athleticism to this side as well. And because he's a willing runner. You know what I'm saying? Non-stop with the engine down that left-hand side. You adding Cunha to that, I think that helps him also because it takes attention away from him. And he seems like a decent crosser of the ball and he'll get better as well. So with Dorgu, I like that. But yeah, that's the spine of the team. I've been talking about it. The whole spine of the team. Everything you've just mentioned, signings, this has been my biggest thing. Even though we needed 2 midfielders, if it's a goalkeeper, a midfielder, 2 10s, and a striker, the spine of the team outside of Bruno and the centre backs is all new. I actually rate our centre backs. So the only problem is Bruno. That's vast improvement. His manager's still going to get sacked. Yes, but we're in a much better place with him, and we're a much better place. It's a much better squad once he gets sacked as well. So that's a good spine, good goalkeeper.
100%, and it's a Prem-proven spine, and it's a spine that, bro, like a new manager comes in after this manager, because I don't think he lost the season yet, and he's looking at his team and he's very, very happy. You know what I'm saying? If you come in and you've got those 3 Premier League proven guys leading the line for you with the talent of Xerxes, because people forget Xerxes still a young player, and he's adapting to a new league, bruv. And he was our best player in the second half of the season before he got injured. So I believe this season he's going to have a big say in what we do this season. But having him as the first option, to come in and change things, puts us in a much better position than we were last season.
And people mistake when people talk about squad building. If you improve your first 11, your squad automatically gets better because your 100%. Bench is stronger. So the fact that we could be not doing well, let's say it is Watkins and Bremo and Cunha and they're not performing well, you have Maino and Xerxes to bring off the bench. That is miles better. So it's like, all right, these ain't working out. Let's do it. So I think personally, do I think we can get Donnarumma Yusuf? No, but still try.
I think we can get him.
You think so? You reckon he's going to join us?
We can get him. But it's not about can. I believe we can. Will we? I'm not sure, because I think the wages are a sticking point.
Yeah, I don't think we again because who's looking for a goalkeeper? It's us. City have been linked with him. Saudi.
City have been linked more with Costa though, haven't they?
Yeah, they have. There's another European club, but I forgot. I know the chat will be telling me, but I don't think we'll get him, no. But approach. I just want here. The thing is with this one, I
believe we can get him. I believe that he would be open to joining Manchester United. I believe we can get him. My thing is, I don't think we are willing to break our wage structure for a goalkeeper, and I wouldn't either, because he's on 212,000 or something like that at the moment, and we're not going to pay him 200k, bro, because he's a goalie. Yeah, I think we wouldn't pay him more than 180. Like, we wouldn't pay him.
Pardon me. You're right. It's like 210.
Yeah, we wouldn't pay him that for the simple fact that we don't need to. He's a goalie. Do you know what I mean? We can go and get the Belgium Donny and pay him 30, 40k and he'll come. I'm not sure how much he's on, but that's just a ballpark figure that I'm just throwing out there. I could be miles off it. He could be on loads of money in Belgium, but I doubt it. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't know how much the Belgian goalkeeper's on. However, Donnarumma is a world-class goalkeeper. So if Manchester United can go and acquire a world-class goalkeeper, it's an absolute banger, because there's not many in the game right now. Let's be honest. How many world-class, like, no debate, world-class goalkeepers can you name? I'm not going to pretend that I can name loads of top goalies.
I think there's Courtois, Alisson, him.
And they're all over the age of 30, the guys that you're naming.
Yeah, and that's it. I don't think of anyone else. People keep talking about, let me clarify this, because people keep talking about the guy PSG just signed. I ain't watched him, but I hear high hope. I hear big things about him, this Chevalier. So that's what it is. But yeah, we've done a rumor. Go approach. That's where I'm at with it. Go and approach. I just want us to actually go and negotiate and see what's what, even though the wages could be a sticking point. Negotiate. Let's see what's what. That's where I'm at with it.
I hear it. You know what I mean? So I think that we can get him. I think we can get him. I think that conversation will be had. Do I think we should break our wage structure for him?
He's a goalkeeper. Nah.
Not really, but I'll be honest, I wouldn't be mad if we did, because he is what them man call a needle mover. You know,
he's a level raiser. He's a level raiser.
Oh, bro, listen, if you got him in goal, if you've got him in goal, that changes everything, you know. That changes everything. And when I say it changes everything, when the defenders look back and they see him in goal, it is a complete different fucking ball game now, because Onana's so shaky. Do you know what I'm saying? When you play the ball back to Onana, bro, I swear down, it's panic stations immediately. Do you know what I'm saying? If you see him coming and actually claiming crosses, it's an absolute game changer, bro. Like, completely, bro. It changes how teams look at us. and it also changes how our players will look at us.
You know?
Do you know what I'm saying? When you see that guy in goal, you feel like you're somewhere. Do you know what I mean? When you see Nana in goal, it's like, fuck, you know, it's a circus.
You already know he breeds uncertainty. What it is. He breeds uncertainty. We're like, yeah,
it's a circus. It's just like when you play Man United and you see fucking Garnacho and Hoyland up front, bro. You're like, what, these man? Come on, bro. Imagine standing in the tunnel and you see that flipping Skeletor with his stupid trim and his little tattoos, bro, and he's so skinny, the shirt's just hanging off him, bro. You're not rating that. If I'm a right back, I'm saying this is baby food, bro. You're not going down the outside. It's crazy, bro. You know what I'm saying? Little gust of wind's gonna take my man in. You know what I mean? He's gonna take man into the lake, bruv. I'm telling you, bro. It's crazy. That little Marga Ute, bruv. You had the eye in my days. You know what I'm saying? See Jed Spence and them man there, when them man asking man about wingers, they're smiling.
Yeah. That's easy. But if you're any form of
ask Jed Spence about Garnacho, blood, brother.
Yeah.
You know them way there is crazy. Ollie and them man. Ask him, how's it to play against Garnacho? Man will laugh in your face. What are you talking about?
If you talk, you gotta ask him like off the record. Ask him off the record, because if they're on like not on a stream, but if they're in an interview, it's being recorded, that man gonna be professional in that. You gotta ask him.
Jed Spence will. You know,
you actually just be like, nah, he's terrible. Just on the street, I don't see that he's gonna be an interview and just be like, yeah, man's dreadful, man. Easy. Man could lock him up comfy. You know what I'm saying?
Bro.
He's not gonna...
Trust me, convict music, bro. I swear down. This is what it is, bro. Shout out Aaron as well. He's saying less than 15K his salary. That's what I'm saying. So a little 50K, we can throw that there, get the goalkeeper, no problem. So I think that we would look at that. I think we'd absolutely look at that. Do you know what I'm saying? For the simple fact that that makes sense. But market opportunity, if Donnarumma becomes available, we have to try and find a way to make it worthwhile for all parties, because just like I believe Cunha and MBEUMO are massive statement signings, especially finishing 15th. If you can go and get Donnarumma and Watkins as well, that's a big fucking statement. That's arguably our best window that I've seen. And we finished 15th, bro. That shouldn't be the case.
But hey, we're Man United, mate. That's what that is, Rants. That's what that is. But Donnarumma would definitely be a statement signing, like, oh, geez, like United is serious. 110%. Same way Watkins would be. If you can go get Donnarumma, Watkins, and again, spine, I keep talking about this. It's the spine of the team. That's where I'm at with it. So Donnarumma, like my man said, I don't know who the comment was, him on loan, I think that's how you have to look at it.
Potentially that could work. You know, we must have a good relationship with PSG because they robbed us through Ugarte. Do you know what I mean? So they've already signed his replacement, which is facts. Yes. Do you know what I'm saying? And you can't think that they would have signed him to signed him to bench him. And also, I don't know a lot about the replacement, but I know that he'll have better feet than Donnarumma, because you know Enrique will want a goalkeeper that can play, and Donnarumma can't play. So Donnarumma's been replaced because Enrique, and I don't know this for sure, but just from watching PSG, I feel like he's replaced him with a goalkeeper that's better with his feet. Because Donnarumma doesn't suit Enrique ball. He doesn't. He's a shot stopper.
He's done the Pep at City when he joined with Joe Hart, where he was just like, all right, cool. And then when I got Bravo, obviously didn't work out. But yeah, I hear nothing good things about Chevalier, but he's got a year left on his deal. Yeah, we gotta go negotiate that. I don't think a loan's
He's got a year left?
Donnarumma. He's only got a year left.
Whoa. Because they were saying that he could be available for little money as well, little 25 mil or something.
Yeah, I'm looking here. Donnarumma, despite a strong 24-25 campaign, has rebuffed their offers to extend his contract. His current deal runs until 2026. A disagreement over his salary has stalled progress, resulting in interest from the likes of Chelsea, Manchester United, Manchester City, and Saudi Arabian clubs. Yeah.
Ooh.
That's what to say. I'm surprised they let this go. I'm surprised they to 2020 him a year left.
And you know what's the wickedest? You know how you know PSG are cold, you know? Man said, we're having disputes, and man just signed your replacement while you're still there, you know? Said, all right, cool, argue with yourself. Man just signed your replacement. Man didn't even wait to get rid of you. That's cold, you know? They just won the champs.
You know what? Just won the champs, which he contributed to, by the way. They just won the treble. Ruthlessness.
Yeah, that's cold.
The sentiment, not worried about his feelings or how it looks to the media and all this other crap. Not worried about driving his price down, because they've just drove his price down, people. People talk about it when it comes to Manchester United selling players and how we driving prices down. They've just drove Donnarumma's price down, and he only has a year left on his deal, so it was low anyway.
Yeah.
Even if they were trying to sell him without the replacement, it was low. It's even lower now. They don't care. You know why? Because they've signed a goalkeeper they believe is the future, and they're going to be better next season.
Okay.
Ruthlessness, man. Rule with an iron fist.
Okay.
1 year left.
Okay, it's making sense now. Making sense now, you know. So yeah, that's mental. That's actually mental. Donnarumma. So it's one of them ones. If it's a money issue, then he could end up going to the Middle East. But he's young for that still. He
could end up in Saudi. Chelsea, like they said, they're interested in him as well.
It seems like Donnarumma was playing hardball and they just called his bluff and said, fuck it. They signed someone else. That's what it seems like.
He's only 26.
Yeah, bro, he's been playing since 16, bro. He's 10 years into the game, my brother.
That's why I think he's older than he is, because he's been around for so long.
Yeah, bro, he's young, 16 at Milan.
Man's 26 years old.
Yeah, brother.
We gotta go approach his camp just to see what's going on. Because his price is low. A year left on his deal, so you either sell him now or lose him potentially on a free, which Donnarumma ain't going to be trying to do anyway. So, yeah, make it happen, man.
Man said Napoli's outed Garnacho again. They come out saying that he wants 90k a week, the same as Ahmad. He's burnt his bridges. Bro, it's one of them ones. Napoli are funny, you know, because they've got money, but they're not trying to spend the bread, and I hear it. Not on Garnacho, bro.
I'm trying to spend 90k on
I think he ends up at Chelsea. 1 second, my bro.
Oh, good fam. Do your thing. Oh, bless. Hey, you lot, run up the likes and the subscribe button. What's going on? Man said, and all his hair's gone flawless. Like, yo, what's that got to do with anything? I just thought Donnarumma was older because he's been playing since he was 16. So when I'm seeing 26, I'm like, what? All right, Fez. You know what I'm saying? It's Fez. That's why I wanted to join in. Also, crazy stat about him in his 6 years at AC Milan. He never played Champions League football. And Steve, yeah, you've been talking about Chevalier for a strong minute now. Thoughts on Belieber? Cold. So Razi was asking me. I think Belieber is cold. And if we would have sold Bruno like we should have, he would have been top of my list alongside somebody else to go and spend money. You get that 100+ million for Bruno, spend 70 on Belieber, get someone alongside him for 50, 60, your midfield's patterned. I'm sold on Belieber. I know there'll be other players out there, but in regards to in the Premier League, cold. I think he is the one. Like in regards to, I'm looking at like somebody's gonna sign him and go, yeah. United missed the boat when Napoli came in January for Garnacho. He's bang average and no one will pay more than 30 million for him. Hey, the thing is, I think 25, 30 million for him is a fantastic deal. Someone offers that for him. I'm taking him because he's dreadful. 100%. Don't be shocked if the deal pulls through Donnarumma, Watkins, Douglas, Luiz. Hey, to official glow, I'll be.
Brother, if they do that, hey, my brother, listen, I got my kits already, but yo, we're shameless because I swear down, if man do Douglas, Luiz, Donnarumma, Watkins, and MBEUMO, and Cunha, hey, bro, listen.
That is crazy. But hey,
listen, bro. Madness. Do you know what I'm saying? That's madness. I can't lie. And then just sack Amorim as well. Brother, what? Sack that guy as well. Listen, we're eating, bro. I swear down. We're going Nobu, people. I'm telling you, this is proper. This is proper thing. You sack this scrub manager because he's not making it. I don't think he makes
the manager's getting sacked.
You know what it is? I think the players will carry him to a certain point, flawless, and then it will get to the point where it's very clear that it's the system that's killing us. You know the ones? Because I think what Wilcox is doing is he's saying, listen, I'm giving him all the tools here so he can hang himself.
Facts. You giving him the rope to hang himself. But you know what I think it will be, Rants? It's Ollie all over again.
Yep.
That's what I think happens where we bring back. It's Ten Hag. Because even Ten Hag, the player, the individual quality was saving him. Same with Ollie, the individual quality saving. I think it will be with Amorim. Well, we'll be up and down in terms of results. And people will go, look at how we're playing with this manager performing terribly. Imagine we had a better manager, what we could do. So if you go, obviously, and MBEUMO and Cunha here, if you do add a couple more players to it of quality, there is no hiding place. There is no excuse. He shouldn't be here now. But yeah, eventually he's getting sacked. He's not making it to the summer of 2026. I mean, sorry.
I hear it. And yeah, I agree with the Eddie Howe comment. You know, Newcastle, bro, are falling down. Like, you know what I'm saying? I genuinely believe the Sesko stuff is more coming from his agent than it's coming from Manchester United because it's just weird. Like, you know, when man's saying, oh, Vivel is XYZ and all that, bruv, allow it, man. Because if you notice, yeah, with the Ollie Watkins stuff, yeah, the Ollie Watkins stuff seems super lig. Do you know what I'm saying? It seems super lig because it seems like, you know, what it is with Man United. United do all the eggs in one basket thing. They done it with Cunha. They done it with MBEUMO. Remember, we weren't linked with MBEUMO. Then all of a sudden, it was Man United wanting MBEUMO. Then it was MBEUMO only wants Man United. Then we signed him. And I think that Ollie Watkins is a similar situation where I think United have got all the eggs in the Ollie Watkins basket. I think that the Sesko thing, because he's available, his agent's saying, all right, cool, Newcastle want him. Like, can you man match the bid? Are you man interested? And they're saying, yeah, we're interested, but we're not interested. You know, like that.
Yeah.
That's what it seems like. It's like we're interested, but we're not interested. That's what it looks like with Man United. It's like we'll keep an eye on it, but you're not our first choice, innit? And I think that Newcastle want Sesko more than we do, and they need him more than we do because they're probably going to lose Isak. So because of that, I believe he ends up going there reluctantly. I believe he wants United to step in, but United think that they can get Watkins for 40, 45 million. And I believe we can get Watkins for that. Because that's like Ty was saying on Saeed's show earlier, I was in the chat, brother, you can't tell me Ollie Watkins has done all he's done for Aston Villa, and in the big Champions League games, they were starting Rashford ahead of him. Everything's not all right there.
It's a valid point. That is a valid point. And there seems to be there was a lot of noise anyway this summer about him moving on. Obviously, Villa they did have the issues with PSR as well, but I know they sold their women's team, and maybe it is him wanting to make the step up to a higher profile football club. So 45 million, I'm with it. Wonder what this is. So I've signed an agreement. What's the agreement? Higher standards off the pitch.
Listen, it could be true. I'll be honest, it could be true. It could be because they do in certain workplaces they do a code of conduct thing. So maybe they've just made the player sign this code of conduct saying that you can't do certain things and you can do certain things, bro. It's not uncommon, bro. Like, to be honest, these should normally be in players' contracts. So the fact that Man United didn't have them in the contracts in the first place, it shows you how they were operating. Doesn't really surprise me. Jim's probably sick of the brand getting dragged through the mud, bro. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Money off a mech, bruv. Do you get me? So they're probably saying that man have to behave a certain way. I'm completely okay with that.
Hey, anything that increases the standards of the football club, I'm with it because no one's held accountable. It's one of the things that annoys me. Nobody's as poor as we've been, in particular last season because it was diabolical. Nobody's held accountable.
100%. So but yeah, to go back to Ollie Watkins, I believe Ollie Watkins and Unai Emery are not seeing eye to eye, bro. When you're getting dropped for Rashford, especially after what you've done for the club, and you're getting dropped for a low knee that you knew he wasn't keeping as well. It's not like they knew they were keeping Rashford and Rashford was going to be his replacement. There was not a single talk of Villa keeping Rashford. Do you know what I'm saying? So Rashford was a known stopgap, and you still played Rashford ahead of Watkins in your biggest games of the season. So that tells me something ain't right there. And it's not because you thought Rashford was better than Watkins, because they offer completely different things. You just wasn't fucking with Watkins no more. Something's happened. I believe Arsenal went in with Ollie Watkins, went in for Ollie Watkins in the summer. He wanted to, the winter. He wanted to go. A deal couldn't be done. And he probably spat his dummy out, fall out with the manager. And the manager said, all right, fuck you. We got a Rashford now.
Yeah, no, I hear that.
Because he was playing up until that point, from what I remember.
We did, and that super chat was spot on as well about blaming FIFA that the 30-year-olds is done. Because people talk about Watkins like he's 45. This whole thing, if we sign him and we're playing well, we're stuck with him. Well, we signed Højlund at a young age and we're stuck with him. So what's the difference? What is the difference? I don't understand.
Bro, it's facts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, bro, you know what's mad? Because back in the day, we used to look for strikers that were 28, 29. That was the sweet spot.
Yeah,
that was the sweet spot. We knew what we was getting, a proven absolute skeng man, and now these man want these 21-year-old strikers, and these men are not scoring goals nowhere, bruv. Like, do you know what I mean? There's no young strikers that are mashing work here outside of the big clubs, and it's like, go get him now, bro. Sesko got 13 goals, blood. 13 goals, brother. I'm not leaving my house for that. 13. Do you know what I'm saying, bro? When I was growing up, if a striker scored less than 20 goals, we didn't talk about them.
Yeah, that's true. We didn't
talk about them. If you wasn't scoring 20 goals a season, we weren't talking about you, bro. Like, you were just like, whatever. Do you get me? For a striker to get your attention, they need to mash 20 goals.
Yeah,
That's
20,
how
yeah,
it used to
20
be. Now man are talking about a little 13 goals.
20, and it was 20 league goals.
Foolishness.
It was league
Foolishness,
goals.
bro. You know what I mean? Jamie Vardy is like 36 or something, yeah, and he's still playing football, yeah. Man think Watkins is old at 29.
Yeah, like he's 29. Or what happens if it doesn't go well? What happens if we sign Sesko and it doesn't go well?
Brother, fact, you put Ollie Watkins in that Bundesliga, he's mashing 20 goals easy.
Oh yeah, he easily scores goals.
And he scores probably 25 goals in that league.
He scores goals, and that's the thing is, he scored goals here for a consistent period of time, and it's not like his goals don't match his performances either. I don't understand it.
Yeah, facts. Rashford was like, yo, I'm here till Barcelona come get me. You know that Rashford was like, bro, I'm here short term. His first interview, he let man know, I'm not staying, you know.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Yeah, that's what he did.
Crazy. That's mad.
Do you know what I'm saying? A man said, yo, I'm not staying in it, so don't buy my shirt in it, you man. He let them man know. He said, don't buy the shirt. Do you know what I'm saying? If you do, it's a souvenir thing because I'm not staying. Yeah, this is the reality. And he still played him ahead of Watkins. So it's one of them ones where we have to keep it 100.
Watkins was on the bench at home to the PSG game at home. I'm just looking through it now.
Do you see what I'm trying to say?
He played Rashford. He really did.
Do you see what I'm saying, bro?
I hear you, fam.
Because I done a watch along for that game, and I'm thinking, bro, Watkins ain't playing, and these are the big games.
Yeah, but it's mad, Joe.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah, because he didn't. Yeah, he came off the bench both games. Damn, in against PSG, the home and away, like, something's off there. Something's off there. Now I get what you're saying. Why you would think something isn't right in regards to that when you're playing Rashford ahead of him. Yeah, it's kind of peak still.
And this is it. There's no room for sentiment in football because he's done a lot for Aston Villa Football Club. Like even when they qualified for the Champions League, he would have scored the goals that got them there. Wow. Do you understand what I'm saying? So the fact that he fired them to Europe and then he sat on the bench for the big games, it's a fucking, bro. Like, what are we talking about?
Yeah, I can understand why he would feel away with that. I understand why he would, to be honest. That makes all sense.
I'll be fuming. If I fired my team to the Champions League and then I had to sit down and watch the games from the bench. And then Manchester United are coming in to sign me in the summer. And you're talking about he's not for sale. Of course he's for sale.
Of course he's for sale. Yeah. They just want to drive the price up as much as they can. That's why. Because they got to go replace him. So
this is what I'm saying.
No Rashford, no Watkins. They need a striker. That's how they're going to look at it. They need a striker.
Aston Villa are willing to sell Ollie Watkins, yeah, if they can get a suitable replacement. I'm surprised they haven't been linked with Sesko. Because it seems like Sesko is like the only striker that's available now because everyone's linked with the youth. Or are they?
What that is? Because everyone's looking
or is it his agent playing silly buggers flawless?
Because the same way Ekitike before he went Liverpool was linked with everybody. Gyökeres was linked with a lot.
But maybe it was the agent, my brother. Ekitike was linked with Chelsea, Liverpool, Man United, and Newcastle.
That's what I'm saying. So, and how we know that Liverpool and Newcastle.
Oh, they say Nicholas Jackson is going to go. So maybe Jackson's the Watkins replacement then. That would make sense because Jackson's more closer to Rashford than Watkins.
Go get Jackson. Just give us Watkins and then you lot take to leave Jackson at Chelsea. Scratch all that.
Bro, we're not going to pay 60 million for Watkins. I believe we can get Watkins for 45 mil.
I don't care. Let me state this. I don't care about the resale of players. Have they performed here or not?
Yeah, man are going on like we're buying trainers. You know them ones there. Like we're not buying.
We're not care Jordans, about the resale. I'm not fussed about the resale.
Blood. You know them ones.
I don't care about resale. What is he going to do here? That's what the issue is. Because Højlund was young and we bought him and has been.
And he's got no resale. His resale is negative.
What's Højlund's resale? Someone tell me. Because we got a young player. So what do we get for Højlund now? So who cares about resale? Do you perform here? I'm a Manchester United fan. Is Watkins going to be successful for us? Yes. Bring him in. Over a 3, 4, 5 year period. Let's say it's 3 years. Cool. If he does what he's supposed to, maybe he takes us back to being a top 4, top 3 side. Good. You done your job. Well done. It baffles me, man. I don't know what's going on.
And this is it. This facts. We're wearing these crepes. You know the ones. Man are going on like we're buying trainers to sit down and look at them, bro. And nah, bro.
Put the trainers on.
Bro, we need to get some mileage out of these crepes, blood. So Run me my Ollie Watkins, bro. Man don't care about no resale value. You know what I'm saying? Man don't care about no resale value, innit? He's coming in to do a job now, bro. Man don't care. We're gonna get the value on the pitch, bro. Like we don't need the value off the pitch, bro.
No,
that's what that's what the new stadium's for. This is what all these brand deals and all these things are for, to bring in this money.
Value off the pitch where the player has never helped. Who have we ever sold for big money onwards outside of Cristiano Ronaldo, who helped us on the pitch massively because we dominated whilst he was here? Who else have we sold? Who, people? Tell me, who are all these players who have this great resale value that we've moved on and we go, hey, phenomenal business.
And also, Sesko's going to cost 70-odd million euros. What's the resale in that, bro? So I don't believe if we spend 70 million euros on Sesko, yeah, I don't believe he's ever worth more than that, bro, because I don't think that he's going to improve massively. From what I've seen of him, he don't look like a player that's going to turn into an absolute demon, bro, because if he was going to be a demon, he would already be showing signs of being a demon. 13 goals ain't demon behavior, blood, in that league. Look what Erling was doing. Look what Erling was doing in that league. You know what it is with Sesko? He's a scorer of great goals, but not a great goal scorer. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if you look at some of the goals he scores, that the ball, do you know what I mean? He's not like a great goal scorer. He's not prolific, but the guy can strike a football, innit? He's got some goals where he's got a few rockets and people get excited. But the thing is, so does Rashford.
Yeah, Rashford does the same type of thing where he's a scorer.
Yeah, Rashford can do a little 35-yard screamer and stuff, but then man's missing the idiot ones. Do you know what I'm saying? And this is the problem. People look at some of the goals he scored and think that he's going to do that every time the ball drops to his feet. But the reality is he's not going to do that. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's where the problem lies. Because if we spend 70 million, what's his resale value if he doesn't play well? Like same way with Højlund. Someone please tell me, what is Højlund's resale value now? It's nowhere near the price it was.
Bruv, it's tanked, bro. And bro, the difference between Olivier Giroud is Olivier Giroud was an elite level facilitator.
Yes,
Sesko's not an elite level facilitator. Do you understand what I'm saying? I wouldn't mind Sesko's 13 goals, yeah? Don't get me wrong. I'm only criticizing his lack of output because of the style of play that he plays. If he was a back-to-goal facilitator like Giroud and he got me 13 goals, listen, come to Manchester United, give me 13 goals for Man United and give me not just the assists, but even if it's the pass before the assist, that's fine. Give me that. But we're not getting that from this lamppost. We're not getting that.
You know who you get that from, people? Mattel. Mattel would provide
exactly.
He gives you 12
I'll take 13 goals from Mateta in the Prem because I know he's facilitating 20 goals.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Either directly or indirectly. I know that. So it's no problem. Sesko is not the focal point that you play the ball into and things happen. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's not that kind of player. So because of that, I don't want to hear it, bro. I'll be honest, I do not want to hear it, bro. If we end up signing him, I'll be massively disappointed because it will say to me that we haven't learnt from the Højlund thing. But Jason Wilcox seems like he's not going to venture away from the Premier League proven situation unless it's a top player like a Donnarumma. That's the only time you should go away from Prem proven is if an opportunity like that happens, or a Rodrigo or something. Yeah. If it's something stupid like that, and it's like, cool, we just have to do it, cool. Yeah. Outside of that, nah, no thanks.
All of a sudden, Vitina becomes available. You go, all right, cool. You know
yeah, that's it.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
Those are the players that you break rules for. Yeah. Do you know what I'm saying? But I think that the rule should be kept consistent unless we get something that is a sure thing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And I think Sesko's too big of a risk for. We ain't got money to be taking risks. Do you know what I'm saying? You know, when you're hungry, yeah, and you ain't got a lot of money, you just go where you know the food's gonna slap, bro. Man can't be going and spending big money on food and you're not sure if it's gonna bang, bro. Everyone's got their tried and tested place where they go and get food, bro. You just know no matter what, it's gonna slap, innit? Yeah, like, it just is what it is, bro. It might not be the nicest food, but it's gonna do what it needs to do, fam. And this is where Man United are. Do you know what I'm saying? This is where Man United are right now.
People don't understand the situation that we are in. Where we are building literally from the ground up. We are putting the foundations in place of this house. And people are talking about, why have you not got a 60-inch TV? Yo, I don't even have windows. You know, I don't even have, like, let me apply the windows. Let me put in central heating. I don't even have running water in the place. Like, that's where we're at. We're literally starting again from scratch. That's why you go get Watkins, or even, like I said, I'd prefer Mattel, but go get the best of the rest from within the Premier League to minimize the risk. It's about minimal risk. That's why, like Rants just mentioned there, with the place you go on a regular for food, you might go there the odd time and it doesn't slap, but more often than not, it will. And that's probably because you tried something different on the menu. If you go to the tried and tested place and order the same thing over and over again, you know what you're going to get with it. That's it.
Absolutely. I think we need to stick to reliable, guys. I think this is the window where this is the real make or break window, because after where we finished last season, I think Jim especially is looking at these men and saying they can't be a fucking repeat of next season. Do you know what I'm saying?
Facts.
So yeah, they're literally saying there cannot be a repeat. So we're going for tried and tested, and the manager has to deliver. He has to. That's the way I'm seeing it. And this is why I think we're being a bit more measured with our transfers as well, because we have to be measured, because we cannot afford for it to not work out. We can't afford to, bro, because this is an expensive window for us, especially because we lost that final as well, bro. It became even more expensive.
Yeah, we need to do the business. Have to. We can't, like you said, there's no way we can afford to have another 15th place or 12th place or in that region. We gotta be in the top half, and we have to be performing better. They can't do this. Everyone's under extreme pressure. They've taken over. They're under extreme pressure. The manager's under extreme pressure, and so are the players as well. So is the club overall. Can't happen what happened. We need a bounce back. Hence why they have to get these decisions correct. This is why the signings have to be on point. Same way the sales have to be on point as well. And we should have done business earlier to help ourselves with that. The earlier you move players on, the stronger you are negotiating in that, rather than running around. See, Josh? It's like Nando's. I bet, Josh,
bro,
every time
trust
you go
me,
Nando's,
bro, I'm going there right after this. You know
I
them way there.
bet Rants is the same thing with the same side, the same, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going Nando's right after this to get my chicken, bro, because I know it's gonna slap, bro. Like, this is exactly what it is, bro. Security.
Facts.
You know them way then. That's what we need, man. At Man United, we need our Nando's players right now, bro. Do you know what I mean? Same order. Don't even need to look at the menu. You know what I'm saying? This is where it is. Man, I need to look at the menu, cuz.
You already know what the price is already.
Bro, I know everything, man. Just bring me my food. You get it? Like, this is what it is. This is exactly what we're on, guys. This is exactly what Man United need to be on. And with the MBEUMO stuff, I completely forgot that. I forgot that MBEUMO and Watkins played together.
At Brentford?
Really? Yeah. I think it was only one season. But I completely forgot. So that means they know each other.
Yeah, that
you know what I'm saying? And bro, listen, I got my hot Nando's, bro. I had to save calories for that, my bro. You know them ones there. I got the lemon and herb a couple times because it's less calories in it. But bro, today, because I didn't train today, man, save my calories. I'm getting the hot, bro. You know them ones. Fuck that, man. That lemon and herb is peak. Like, I can't lie. That's the ghetto for me, bro. That's the trenches, my brother. You know? Hey, trust me, staying away from that, bro. You get me? Man done it for a couple weeks. I was like, nah, I can't do this. You know what I mean? So man's going to get my hot chicken, bro. Like, hot whole chicken after this, bro. Like, we're living life now. That lemon and herb was the fucking, that was the trenches, man.
And yeah, you're right, fam. They did play with next to each other. 1920 season. They were both there at the same time.
See that?
In the championship.
You know what I'm saying? And that's another thing. And that's another reason as well why we can go get them. You know, when man talk about chemistry and all these things, like, he already knows him.
Yeah, you played a season with him in the championship, and they both back goals as well. Looking there, they both.
There you go. So they've played in the front line, in a front line together, which means they understand each other already, bro. So, you know what I'm saying, bro? That's it, bro. That the green line in the ultimate team, bro. You know what I'm saying? 42 goals between them that season. Beautiful.
Yeah, you right. 100%. You right. I hear it, fam.
You know what I'm saying? So now bro, get that done.
Yeah.
Get that absolutely done, bro. Like, we get Watkins in, before the start of the season. I don't even care how much of a preseason he's had because he doesn't need one.
Yo, play. Yeah, we play in Arsenal. Look at our start. We need you. Get on the pitch. You know what I'm saying? Even if you only give us 60 minutes, 65 minutes, or whatever the case may be, need it.
That's
without doubt. Yeah, no excuse. Yeah, look at this guy bonding and talking about we gonna suffer and all this rubbish. And
the man said, and MBEUMO was talking about Watkins today on Rio's podcast. Bro, them man already have messaged each other. I'm sure of it. If that's the case,
with the links, it would have happened. Of course.
Yep.
Of course. That's like I'm at a club and you're linked with them. You think me and you ain't
that's
talking?
It. Man, just hit man up and say, "Yo, my G, like, is there any truth in this? What's going on?
That makes
that well gone. You know what I'm saying? Well gone. You get me? Man need to clear out. Man need to clear out Garnacho's locker for you. Yeah, what are you telling me? You know the way they did. Quick thing.
Common sense. That's like you being signed by a big podcast network and then reports and then people say, "Oh, flawless manager." Of course you gonna hit me up. Of course I'm gonna hit you up and say, "What's it like? What's going on over there? What's the network like?"
100%.
Makes sense.
100%.
So yeah, they would have spoke. Footballers are just like us. They talk same way, man, when it comes to
rumors
and stuff like that. They'll be talking same way. Yeah.
Trust me, all their gala brethrens, you know them ones. Because if they're playing for the same team, all their gala linking up and their friends and that. You know them ones. Like, man, I've seen it. So there was a conversation that would have been had. Do you know what I'm saying? Man said Rio asked MBEUMO about Watkins. There you go. So Rio knows something. But like, bro, like I said, man ain't no ITK, but I've been told categorically, that he's our first choice. That's why I don't believe these Sesko rumors are coming from us. I believe they're coming from his people. Because man, I've been told that Watkins is the main focus.
Watkins is the first choice and Sesko.
Yeah, and if we can get the first choice, then
second choice.
You get me? And also, I don't think we've got time with Sesko because I believe that Newcastle are going to be bullied into making a move sooner or later because this Isak thing has to be wrapped.
Yeah, the reports are saying that Newcastle are very interested. They've shown him their project and they're keen on signing him. So it's going to be, and yeah, this makes all the sense in the world.
Man said he's a complete striker. He can do a lot of things. He can get involved in the play. He makes runs in behind. That's it. This is really good for me or a winger because he can use his movement to take up space. He also knows how to combine. And that's the thing with Watkins. He does take players away with his movement because he does run the channels and he does other things. So MBEUMO's already telling you what we're going to be getting.
He says he helps me, because he takes up certain space. He'll allow space for me to drive into so I can do my thing. Yeah, that's why.
Exactly. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, just go get man Ollie Watkins, bro. Go get me Ollie Watkins.
Actually, 45 million. That's a great deal.
That's it. Do you know what I mean? And he can do the 14 gimmick like Rashford and we're cool. You get me? This is what we're gonna do, little 14 gimmick, bro. Like Isak and Rashford and that. 14's the new thing now. Do you know what I'm saying? All these Henry babies and that. And he's an Arsenal fan anyway, Ollie. So you might take, yeah, bro. Man, take the number 14 and that. You know what I mean? Let's run that.
Eriksen was 14, wasn't he?
Yeah, and Eriksen's gone. So take the number 14 shirt. Do you know what I mean? Do the Henry thing. Do you know what I mean? Come play for Man United, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, this is what needs to happen. You know what I'm saying? And Newcastle, just take Sesko, man. It doesn't get better than that for you. It doesn't.
Yeah, you
the reality.
Right and center. So yeah, you like desperately need someone new, 100%. Like you need a sign. Yeah, he scored against them.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he scored. He cost him the title. It was a
no, bro. I'd love if they took the 9 off Rasmus Højlund's back. I would love it. I think there's a possibility that happens for the simple fact that no one rates Rasmus at the club. It's true. Bro, it's obvious, isn't it?
Take it off him, man. We need to take it off him. We gotta be ruthless. Take the 9 off him. Should have sold number 8. Take the 7 off Mount. Not even to give it to, leave it vacant.
Yeah. You know he doesn't fit in, Mount. Mount doesn't fit in. I don't. Where does he even play this season, bro? Like brother, the more I think about it, it's like in the 10, if we get MBEUMO and Cunha there and Xerxes can play there, how the hell how do you justify trying to put Mount in that team?
He don't, but he'll play him. Because it's him.
Unless you try and play him in the double pivot.
He'll play him in the pivot or he'll play him in the 10. I'm guaranteed, man. You're going to play him in either one of those two. I'm telling you. This manager like Mount's his guy. You're going to play him, man. Mount's his guy. I'm telling
nasty,
you.
Bro. It's nasty, bro.
Yeah, but he shouldn't fit. From a logical standpoint, he don't fit. But in the manager's eyes, he does the same way Bruno don't fit. And everything the manager says about him and what our midfield lacks shows that Bruno doesn't fit. The fact that he said, oh, we don't have a progressive passer in there. We lack pace in there. Too many passes are playing blindly. Who does that sound like?
Yeah.
He played him. Mano, the thing is, Mano should be ahead of him. He's not in the manager's eyes.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, he's not in the manager's eyes. He'll pick Mount over Mano. Look at the final. I'm telling you, Mount's his guy, man. Bruno's his guy. This manager likes the energetic players. Garnacho, that's why the manager's talking about reintegrating him potentially into the squad. I thought it was, you better pray another club buys you. People open their eyes about this manager, you know. He likes these scrubs. That's why he played them consistently last season. But yeah.
No, that's crazy. Hey, guys in the chat, hey, mods, hey, the likes ratio is diabolical, bruv. You know what I mean? 383 likes, and we got nearly 1,500 in here. Man are taking a piss, bruv. You know what I'm saying? Man need to get those up to 600, man. You know what I'm saying? Man gives you a lot of content, free content every single fucking day of the week. A man can't hit the like button, and you man are just sitting there twiddling your thumbs and that. Hit the fucking like button, innit? You know what I'm saying? You man have been here long enough. You know the drill already. You know what I'm saying? Now, mods, your job is to make sure that people are doing that, bruv. So you lot need to be pushing the likes. It helps the channel grow. If you don't do that, man will fucking remove your privileges. You get me? That's your main job. Make sure that no mutants get in, and make sure that we keep the ratios respectable, bruv. We need a 50% ratio every stream, bruv. We've been live for over an hour. There's no excuses, people. You know what I mean? So make sure you do that. Do you know what I mean? Big up everyone for engaging in the chat, interacting as well. And obviously make sure you support Flawless's channel. The link is in the title. You already know what time it is. What you got coming up for the rest of the day, my bro?
Yo, first and foremost, bless up for having me, fam. Appreciate it. Big up every single time. Really appreciate it. I do. Someone dropped a super chat saying that pay-per-view for Rants is fight you lot. So, yo, run up the numbers on that, man. You know what I'm saying? Continue to buy the pay-per-view, people. And yeah, we've got coming up tonight. It's supposed to be the United City show, so I'm not sure, but you will get a show tonight, people. Maybe a sports Q&A solo, something else, 11:30 p.m. UK time. So 11:30 p.m. UK time, there will be a show, Sarcasm City TV. Please make sure you subscribe. Subscribe to the Clips channel and the gaming channel as well, both on YouTube as well, alongside the playback. And if you fucks with me over here, yo, just continue to support, man. You know what I'm saying? So big up to you lot.
That's it, man. Guys, let me know who's live as well. Let me know who's live for a redirect. And facts, bro. Listen, if anyone switched up on Dorgu, don't let them sleep, you know. Do you know what I'm saying? Don't let them sleep, bro. Because, bro, like, I said it. That man switched up on Dorgu, yeah? And the mad thing is, these man gave Rasmus Højlund 18 months, yeah? They didn't give Dorgu 18 games.
You give him 6 months. Yeah, like, people are just agendas. I thought Dorgu was okay. Like, he was decent. Like, Dorgu didn't do anything wrong. I look at it and went, okay, I can see your 25 million. Why are you giving the set 25 million pound player no leeway, but the 72 million pound player gets more? Make it make sense. He was 25 M's.
All right. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So, man said they gave up on Dorgu after 2 games. Bro, I told you, bro. Man, dark skin with dreads. He never stood a chance. Same with Kobe Mino. That's why he cut them off. I be real.
You didn't like the hair and the skin color.
Brother, bro, you know the amount of man that was celebrating Kobe cutting his hair, bro? These men are weird.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Do you know what I'm saying? They were like, oh, yeah, he cut his hair. He's going to cook now. What are you talking about? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what are these men doing? These men are fucking weird, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's the same with Xerxes. They saw the afro and they was like, oh, I don't really like this. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, what these men do? These men are fucking weird, my brother. Like, Dorgu's a good player. He's a good player. Like, he's not great. He's not shit. He's just good. That's it.
He's a solid player. I've said this when I seen him. I was like, yo, wing back, I see what you provide. Again, for 25 million, I see what you provide.
This is what I'm saying. He didn't cost much. He's 20 years old. He's shown that he's actually improved in pre-season on what he done last season, which is what you want from a player of that age. You just want to see that they're progressing season after season. Garnacho did the opposite. He's been worse every year since his breakthrough season. Do you know what I'm saying? So Dorgu's going the right way. Can we upgrade on Dorgu? Absolutely, because he's 20 years old. Do you know what I'm saying?
He's not an exceptional 20 years old player.
He's not an exceptional 20-year-old. He's just a decent player, but he's not shit. Do you know what I'm saying? So when people are making out that he's Rasmus Højlund, he's not Rasmus Højlund. And you man gave, not you man specifically, but a lot of man gave Rasmus a lot more grace than they're giving this kid.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So give him some grace. I think I think he kicks on. Diego Leon, from what I've seen of him, he just looks like a physical player, but technically he's not my cup of tea. He looks a bit scatty. I don't have high hopes for him. And that's okay. He's another one. He's young. Like, really, he should be out on loan. He shouldn't even really be at the club.
No, should be out on loan.
So I don't really care like about Diego Leon. I think that in an ideal situation, I told you guys already, I would absolutely love for Manchester United to sign a first choice left wing back and have Dorgu as the understudy. But if Dorgu is gonna stay and be our first choice, I'm happy to give him time because I've seen enough.
I said that again because we were talking about building for the for this one season coming. I'm cool with that. I don't think it's an area that needs to be addressed urgently as of right now. The spine is more important. Yes, we got linked to Estupiñán. If you can go and get someone like that, cool. But for this season and where we're at, 1 game a week, Dorgu's fine. Next season, I think that's an area you look at, depending on Dorgu's progress. If he continues,
and who knows, by the end of the season, Dorgu might be young player of the season and most improved player. Then all of a sudden, we're saying he's good enough.
There you go. So you give him a full season. Let's gauge his level now. 38 league games. Let's see where you're at. If he's around this level, then I look at left wing back and go get someone better. He's understudy, and then you send out a Diego Leon on loan. But yeah, Dorgu, I look at it. Does he have the attributes to play wing back? Yes, I look at that. He has the attributes, even though it's raw fundamentals. He has it physically. He's there. The attributes: good acceleration, top speed, agility, balance. You can do that. The engine's there. Stamina's there. Don't get tired. Raw Wakanda power. Cool. You say he's Danish? Yeah, it's go check his middle name. Yeah, that man ain't Danish. So we already know this. So if you already know this, man, like his middle name is is hardcore Wakandan. We know this. So that's not even checked. So then you look at it like that. Technically, can you get better? They can be improved on passing, crossing. Bear in mind, he's playing with a better player in front of him in Cunha. I think that will help too. Give him time, man. Let's just see what he does this season. He's done enough to warrant time. That's what
100%.
He's done
enough. You know what I mean? So yo, you lot, we're gonna raid Monts. Do you know what I mean? So make sure you drop a Rants raid there. Let's get these lights up, people. Almost at the lights target. Big up everyone supporting the show. And yeah, man, I'll catch you guys in a bit.